Hey, how's it going? I'm here to talk about my new student dialogue workshop that I attended when I first got onto campus. The one I decided to pick was age is only a number. That could mean a lot of different things, but I'll get into what we discussed in the group. Our The two group leaders that we had asked a lot of questions. They asked us to give stories of accounts of like our age counting towards anything we did, or something like that. The role I played in the group was I was the person who sparked all the conversation. Every time the leaders asked questions, everyone was just dead quiet. It was that awkward thing that no one wanted to be there, and stuff like that. So I was the comic relief. Every question they asked, I had a good answer for. Um, I usually had stories to tell, and I threw in some humor in there to make everybody laugh. And once everybody got comfortable with my shenanigans, they all started talking and telling their stories and stuff like that. We all connected in the end. So what we talked about was the age of people going to college. Some people are really young going to college. Um, there's 15-year-olds. I know there's like a 15-year-old going to college in Colorado, which I think is ridiculous. That kid's got to be so smart. But I mean, I don't have a problem with it. I don't think anything about college life has anything to do with age or any of that. So I think, well, the main thing is the whole drinking, and we'll get into that later. But we had somebody in the group who was 25 as a sophomore, and we talked about some people that calling it weird or something like that, but I don't think we all have a problem with it. I mean, she's 25 and she decided to go to college, so there's people I see walking around campus that have white hair because they're like in their 60s or 70s or something. And if you think about it, if they want an education, go ahead and let them get it. I mean, we have nothing to prevent them from learning anymore. It's a good thing. It's good we have smart people in this world. Next thing I want to discuss is the tattoo age. And that was one of the bigger categories. It used to be if you were under 18, you'd have to have parents' consent. They'd sign like a little paper that'd go with you, and you could get a tattoo. But now they changed it to where if you're 18, you can get a tattoo. You don't need parent consent. The way they did that is, like, I think if you're under 18, like, apparently sticking you with a needle like 1,000 times is considered statutory rape. So if you're 18, it all depends on how nice you are to your parents. If they don't want you to get it, you can still get it. It's something like that. I got mine when I was 18. Some people think it's trashy, so they just took the whole parents out of the equation when you're 18. They want to say you're more of an individual. You can start thinking to yourself, so you can make your own decisions. And the biggest one we talked about was the drinking age. A lot of people are like, okay, well, in Mexico, foreign countries, they all have it at 18, so let's change it to 18. I don't agree with that. America is way too immature. Doesn't matter how old you are, there's a lot of immature people in America. You go to foreign countries, and people who drink at 18, you don't see them getting in trouble. You don't see them, like, killing somebody. Like, you don't hear about that kind of stuff. But when you get to America, or even talk to somebody about America, like, one of the biggest things you'll think about is the people who are drinking even under 18. Like, 18 isn't 18 to like 21. That range doesn't even matter for the most part. It's people even younger than that somehow they start drinking and it gets them into trouble. They like die from alcohol poisoning, or they get in a wreck or something like that. But that's all you hear. That's a lot of what you hear about, of how like the youth of America is like spoiled by alcohol. So I don't think lowering the drinking age is a good idea, because that would just cause more havoc. That just means that would widen it by millions of kids being able to get alcohol. I think that would just cause a lot more. It would just be. I think it'd be terrible. So I agree with the 21. I'm 18. I'm turning 19 in a few weeks. But going to bars, I don't really drink. I don't like drinking or smoking or any of that business. But I'd like to go chill with guys that I know that are older, and we'd like to go watch football and stuff like that, and they can drink. I don't drink, so I wouldn't really care. But they won't even let you in those places nowadays. Like, if you're not 21, because they don't want to have to card people at the bars and stuff like that, so they do it before you go in. So other than that, I think the drinking age should stay the same. So by the end of the group, we all got accompanied. We all got the same peace of mind. Like, we all had our own opinions. But there's like those two guys. They're like, yeah, whatever. They don't even care. They just want to go back to their frat house and stuff like that. Yeah, you can tell my opinion of those people is very low. I don't like them. But we all got together. We knew what we were talking about. We had a good idea. We connected. So I think it was a good idea to add student dialogues to Lib 100, so all the freshmen would have like a group of kids that they got together with, and they got to know how other freshmen thought about different ideas, and they got to share their opinions and stuff like that, which I think a lot of people need this to do because it's becoming like a very antisocial world nowadays. But thanks for listening.